Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about the challenge of ensuring functioning Wi-Fi in restaurants. And for all restaurant owners out there, I will give you some tips on how to keep your Wi-Fi operating smoothly and effectively and just working correctly. My name is Dan Diaz. Everyone calls me Diaz. You guys met Dan Dickerson. That's why he's Dickerson. I'm Diaz, but I'm Dan Diaz. I am the founder and CEO of F3 Technologies, Inc. At F3, we specialize in simplifying tech for businesses in the hospitality industry, from network design to cloud-based POS systems, but really focusing on taking away the pains of every single manager, server, bartender, GM, owner, operator, taking away their tech pains away to make their lives easier and get back to guests. So whether you're managing a bar, a restaurant, or any other business, we ensure your tech works seamlessly. On this channel, we're going to share our stories from working in implementation and IT support for hospitality and give advice on how to best manage your IT infrastructure for your restaurant or bar. So the first thing you want to do when you install a network and how you're choosing things is make sure you have good internet speeds. That is the key thing for cloud-based systems. If you have a slow speed, you're going to have a lot of problems. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to pick out your network equipment. We are Unify and Pronto for failover. So we have a full-blown network setup that we deploy for each site that we have on F3 IT. And then from there, we're going to look at the spaces that you have. So if you have a 20 square foot location, you don't need 15 access points. And what a lot of people make mistakes when they are installing access points is they have lines ran and they put a access point behind a TV. Well, that causes so much interference that the Wi-Fi doesn't get out. So now you have Wi-Fi issues. The other thing that people make a mistake for is that they also will put two access points together right next to each other and they just cancel each other out. The other big thing that people don't realize is that kitchens, if you have Wi-Fi in the kitchen, all of that stuff in your kitchen, the line, the walk-in, the coolers, all of it, the ice machine will just terrorize and destroy that Wi-Fi signal. So if you're having issues where your servers are walking to the back and they're typing in their orders on a handheld, and you're probably dropping off right there, it's because everything is bouncing off of all that mechanical equipment. So make sure that you are looking at things before you run lines and make sure you have hard lines ran for wherever you want an access point. And again, the one very big key thing is good internet speed. So the second topic I want to talk about is management and security. So you want to make sure that you have a separate network for your operations. So your staff has one Wi-Fi, you have your guest Wi-Fi, and then you have your POS Wi-Fi. They all need to be separate for PCI compliancy. You don't want to commingle your networks. It will cause you a lot of headaches, and depending on the POS software you use, may get you not be able to work. So let's not do that. Let's not commingle the network. Commingling is when you have everything all on one network. And again, depending on the POS software you use, it may cause you a lot of issues. The other big thing is how to manage it, right? So you don't want to have someone's cousin's friend's brother's cousin running your IT who you can't get a hold of, especially on a Friday or Saturday night when you're slammed. You need to have someone who knows what they're doing. So making sure you have someone that you can call, you can text, you can Slack, kind of throwing out a little hint out there. F3 IT does all those three things, and making sure that they can help you when you need them. Again, security is a big thing. Having separate passwords for everything, not giving out your password for your Wi-Fi. Next thing you know, we've seen things where we've seen Xboxes on networks or someone's TVs from a different bar just on the network, clogging down that bandwidth. And then you're wondering why people are complaining about the Wi-Fi speed or why they can't post on Instagram. So making sure that you keep those things secure. We do not give out the password for the POS network, for the Wi-Fi, and we actually prioritize within some settings within the network setup to make sure that the POS gets the most bandwidth available as possible. If you're learning something from this video today, please like and subscribe our channel and follow along with us as we give you guys more tips and tricks on how to make your restaurant tech stack work better for you. Even if you don't use F3 IT, we want you guys to be able to operate efficiently and take care of your guests. However, if you are interested in hearing about F3 IT more and learning about what we offer and how we do things here, please shoot us an email over to sales@f3tech.io. You can also find us on LinkedIn, on Instagram. It's all connected. We see all of it. And we'd love to have you join the F3 family. So what do you do when your Wi-Fi fails or you go into a dead zone? So what you have to figure out is, one, are you truly down? Are other things able to connect to the internet? Is the YouTube TV playing still on the other TVs? Or is the handheld just having an issue? Is it a whole network issue or is it a device issue? And 99% of the time, it's a device issue, right? You walk too far away from the access points, or you're in the walk-in with the handheld or your mobile ordering device. You're not going to get signal in there. So what you're going to do is, first off, you're going to make sure that you are close to an access point. From there, you're going to reach out to your IT company and say, hey, I'm having an issue, if it is in fact a network issue. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, it's actually a device issue. Walk closer, turn it on, turn it back on, which sounds real lame, but that does cure a ton of problems. So walk back over. If you have access to your backend for your network design and deployments, you can go and check on the Wi-Fi strength settings. So how much power is coming out of each access point? What channel is it on? These are all things that come into play. Channels for Wi-Fi basically means is what broadcasting channel is it on. So if you're watching a TV, for example, channel 2, channel 5, channel 7 in Chicago are our natural channels, right? So picking that channel and broadcasting. Well, access points from other people, their other locations, will be on those same channels. So switching the channel will then increase. It's a whole thing. We can handle all of it for you. So what you're going to want to do is just make sure you can adjust those settings. And then if that's not enough, then you are going to call in someone to come on site and look at everything for you guys. But I mean, seriously, just simply turning it off, turning it on, walking back towards the access point, or analyzing it from your phone through certain apps. You can do that. We can help you with all of it. So when people talk about dead zones, what that really means is, where does the device stop connecting to the access point, or when it start to drop off, where you go from being able to stream something to it's just not working, or it's slowly just spinning around in circles. So in those situations, again, you're going to want to look at the power settings, the channel settings, and then maybe you might need another access point put in. If we're talking about a patio where people are trying to take drink orders in the patio area and the access point's inside, well, you should really install an access point on the patio so that way you have coverage. And then everyone can go on there on their phone, join the guest Wi-Fi, and follow F3 on YouTube and Instagram. But yeah, access points for dead zones are great. Adjusting the power settings, adjusting the channels should solve a lot of your problems.